What's up, nerds and nerdettes and wee little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big Johnny G for Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming Monday. I like doing the Monday monologues. I like to talk. How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to talk about what's going on for the entire month of February. February. Too many R's. What's going on with February? We know because we are so many months. We're almost a full year ahead of schedule here, my friends, and all our regular dailies. Wonderful thing about that is we can switch things around, which is why I don't film anymore. Starting this year, I'm no longer filming a Midday Monologue Mondays, specifically for the What's Up? Each episode, monthly episodes. I'm not doing that until a couple of days before, because this gives me time to change things. If something more timely comes up, I can, take out something that's already been, filmed and edited, put that at a later date, push it around, and then pop in something that's a little bit more topical, if that happens to come up, if I think it's, a reason for it. So, yeah, mostly I'm, got a lot, we got a lot done. We got a lot done here, but we're going to be talking about that in another episode coming up that I'm going to be mentioning in a moment, because it's happening this month, and that's what we're talking about. We're talking about What's Up February? Because me and Tommy V, we got the videos done. We know what we're doing. So let's start with Monday. Sometimes I start with Sundays on the list because that is the official start of the week. But sometimes I decide to start with Mondays. But I got my notes, and I got some new notes too. Things that I got to talk about. Don't bother stopping and zooming in. I'm going to be talking about all this, so don't do that. Mondays. So obviously we're starting Mondays. Every month starts on Monday with a shout out for the month. We do that at the top of every month. First Monday of every month, that's what we're doing, which is why you're watching this now. But so what else is coming up? Well, at the end of the month, we like to sandwich things. At the end of the month, I go live. The end of the month, the last Monday of every month, I go live. I used to always go live at noon. There's been a couple episodes I went live at night, and it seems like more people hop on at night, and I like that because besides doing comments, it's also an AMA. So this way I get to chill and talk to people. They have to ask me questions, I get to answer them. And why am I looking around? Because I got two dogs on the loose. Got a window over here, and something caught my attention, and I got two dogs. Well, actually, one is on the loose, the other's in crate because he hurt his back. He's all right. Mojo's doing better. He's getting better. That's why can't see them, don't trust them. Any dog owners out there, you might know what I'm talking about. So, but yeah, between this and the live comments, I got two other videos for Mondays this month. First of all, I'm going to be hitting you up with the new series I've been doing for the next couple of months until it closes out, and that's concerning Werewolf the Apocalypse, the role-playing game. So this Monday we're going to be talking about auspices, the power of the moon, and how that affects werewolves, the Garou, and their society. And then I said this is coming up in a moment, and then we're going to be doing, and this is a late one. This is another one that I'm slipping in because it's timely. It's new. I'm going to be doing this like probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll be filming this, and that is our Q1. Usually there's only ever a Q1. I think once or twice I did others. A Q1 State of the Shelf edition for Two Gun Pixie. Those are fun. Because I do have plans. The shelves have gotten a little bit big again. I've done some reorganizing. In fact, that's going to be a video on itself. I'm going to be talking about how I reorganize my Warlock tiles. That's going to be another Monday down the road. What's going on? What's going on with these shelves? I got about 750, 800 board games, and that's not including RPG stuff. And that's not including miniatures. And that's not including terrain stuff. Terrain stuff. all in this New York City apartment. This one room. This extra bedroom in the New York City apartment. Is anyone out there hackles raised hearing about that? That I have an extra 1-bedroom apartment in New York City in Manhattan? That's a story in and of itself. But yeah, so we're going to have to do a state of the shelf because there's going to have to be, I think, 2 more shelves built and bought. Well, buy them and then build them. Buy them and then build them. So that's what's going on with Mondays. And then, well, you know what follows that? Tuesdays. Now, for Tuesdays, we're still doing what we've been doing for like 6-7 years now, and that's the tabletop takeout. So I got a bunch of videos already done, loaded, that myself, the 20-Sided Warriors, Tom Vulo, that we've played over this, this year and several years, and some of the games that we will be discussing. And what we think about them is Forbidden Sky, Betrayal at Baldur's Gate, The Abandons, and something Tom Vulo just could not get enough of, and we got video proof of that. Love you, Tom. And that is Choose Your Own Adventure, the board game for a House of Danger. And you got to watch those and see how Tom did through. We did a run through, me and Tom. It was fantastically fun. It really was. Should be doing another one. Let me know, Tom. Then, after the Tuesdays, we get to Hump Day. And let's take a look and see what's happening for Wednesdays. Now, Wednesdays are always about unboxings. No matter what else may, which usually doesn't pop up on a Wednesday, at least there's always gonna be unboxings. So, what is getting unboxed this month? You have to, tune in and find out. I'll tell you the companies, and you can start placing your bets. We have games from Renegade Games Studio. It's going to be having an unboxing. We have two unboxings for Ravensburger Games. And finally, this month, we have an unboxing for Jason Anarchy Games. So come by if you like unboxings, if you want to see new board games, get some ideas of what to play, what to put in your tabletop, come on by. That's a good show. Just like our Tabletop Takeout Tuesdays, the What's in the Pixies box is also a great show to find and discover new board games. Now, our Thursdays. Thursdays are a little mixed up. Now, we are going to be having, this month, 2 gaming radars that are going to be happening on Thursdays, the first 2 Thursdays. One is for the game Sky Team. And the other gaming radar is for a title called Mutagen. So if you want to get an idea of some, what I think of some, titles, these are like previews. I don't own these games. I haven't played these games. I've heard about these games and they've caught my attention and they're on my radar. Right? Now, we have another 2 Thursdays this month. Sometimes there's 5. But we have another 2. And they will be dedicated, as we have been doing now for over a year. And it looks like we're good for another year at least right now, going into a 1.5 year stretch. We're so far ahead of schedule. And that is our Tales from the Table. And we are currently, from your point of view, your perspective of watching this, running the Werewolf the Apocalypse revised 2nd edition, circa 1990s, New York City, Sept of the Green campaign. I used to run this back in the 90s. I ran this in the early 2000s, and it's been sitting on my shelf for almost 20 years. And it was time to get back into the world of darkness. And Werewolf is my favorite. Now, I just said that we are almost a year and a half ahead of schedule on our Tales from the Table. And that is absolutely true, my friends. Nothing I say to you is not true. Just like this statement coming up. We're about ready to double up our Tales from the Table. We're already about a year and a half ahead of schedule. I have a new group of players. In fact, I got 2 groups right now. One with a couple of players, still our buddy Ron, that are able to play twice a month. That is going to be our core regular campaign, which is going to be Dungeons & Dragons. Dungeons & Dragons 3rd edition, 3.5, 3.x, if you want to splice hairs. And we just finished up Speaker in Dreams, and next we're going to be going on the expedition to the ruins of Greyhawk. And we're going to be running that entire adventure. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take months. That's probably going to be broken into 3 or 4 different parts. Now, besides that, I have some players that are good for only once a month. So that's going to be a different campaign. And what we're going to be doing for that is Mutants and Masterminds 2nd edition. So we're going to be adding up on the table here. I'm going to give us about 4 episodes, and that's from the Behind the Screen and the Player's Journal, the 2 separate episodes. I'm going to give us about 4 months buffer, which should translate into about 2-3 months from now. 3 months, let's say 3 months from now. And then I'm going to start, I'll have enough there, that the side campaigns, like I think the Star Wars one that we're getting into part 2 of for tomorrow, I think starting with that and then leading into the Mutants and Masterminds, I think those are going to be the 1st and 2nd Thursday episodes moving forward. So give us a few months on that, and that's going to be happening. Enough on Thursdays. Now let's find out what's going on with Fridays. On Friday nights, I like to go live. On Friday afternoons, there's an episode of the incomparable Giacomo, King of Bards and Bard of Kings. And come on by and check out a new bardic poem by him. They're short. They're about a minute long. That's it. And I have some AI-generated art that I use with it. Love it or hate it. It's easy. It's fast. This is a for fun channel. This channel does not make any money. I do not make any money off of this. So unless you are an artist that is going to do the art in the miniatures style I am looking for, full color, for free, I'm going to keep using AI art. I'm not getting paid for it. No one's losing money on it. So calm down. Friday night, Friday night this month, I am hoping to dedicate to a lot of these shorter fantasy games. Me and Ron and our buddy Zeke are planning a few of the titles. One of them we know for sure. Me, Ron, and Zeke will be running a Drinking Quest episode in the next few weeks. One of the Fridays coming up, we're going to be running that. And there's going to be a bunch of other, I haven't determined them yet. Me and Ron are going to figure them out. Maybe you can tell me what short play fantasy games you want to see us run here again. And maybe I can throw that. Maybe maybe take a poll. If I do, it'll be up on our YouTube page, by Monday. Yeah, if I'm going to do a poll, it'll be on Monday. Maybe I will. Screw it. We're going to do a poll on Monday on our YouTube page. We'll do it on our Facebook page as well. We have an X page, Twitter. We're going to do it over there. So yeah. And we'll see. Maybe we'll just take a vote for it. That'll be fun. Saturdays. Saturdays, we got slideshow gaming. I really like the slideshow gaming. They're really fun for me to shoot and pick the music with. I just wish I had a larger library of free music to use. But since these slideshows are only, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, a few minutes long, It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. The slideshow gaming, and I know we're going to be doing titles such as Friends games. Games based on the television show of Friends. Bemused is a card game that we're going to be featuring on slideshow gaming. Crypt, a fun little dice game. And also Forbidden Jungle, the fourth in the Forbidden line by Game Right Games. And that's bringing us to Sundays. Sundays, we drop our 2GP weekly schedule for Monday to Sunday. We drop that Sunday night, so everyone on Monday, it's already up for you. You know what's happening on Monday. It's dropped on Monday. You can go check that out. Now, we also like to do Pixie playthroughs, the live sessions of the longer games. Fridays for short games, games that take under an hour. But Fridays, unlike Fridays, Sundays are the Pixie playthroughs. I usually play longer, bigger games. And I'm really involved, and I think we got about 6 more sessions left of Hero Quest's Prophecy of Talor. So I want to finish that out. I'm having a lot of fun with this quest before we change it out to another fantasy game for a few sessions and then back into more Heroes Quest. Now, although that is it for what is going on right now, currently for this month, I do have a couple of side notes that I want to bring up. This is a longer than usual episode because there's shit to talk about. As far as the lives go and the gaming radars, there's going to be a few changes. So with Thursday locking up, in a couple of months, Thursday is going to start locking up completely Tales from the Table. Because of that, I'm going to be moving gaming radars to Friday. That's going to be moving to Friday shortly. So Giacomo is still going to be around on Friday. And Friday nights we're still doing the live playthrough. But Gaming Radars, we're going to have 2 pre-recorded episodes dropping on Friday. And then neither of them are very long. Short poem and then a few minutes for the Gaming Radar. I have a lot of gaming radars. I cannot keep up with the amount of board games that sound freaking awesome that I want to talk about. So because of that, either by the end of this month or by next month, we're going to be seeing a doubling up on gaming radars. And there's also going to be a pre-recorded, edited Gaming Radar episode on Sundays as well. So that's going to be 3 episodes on each Friday and Sunday between the Giacomo Gaming Radar Friday Night Fillers and the 2GP weekly schedule Gaming Radar and Pixie playthrough on Sundays. There is another live. I'm crazy. There's another live I want to do. And I want to do because I have these. Right? Some Endless Quest books, some fighting fantasy books, which I never really knew, or if I did, I didn't care about it. I forgot about it back in the 80s and 90s. So this is my first time doing fighting fantasy. I got some more Endless Quest over here. And I got like 3 more fighting fantasy books coming. So we're going to be playing some Final Fantasy. No, don't get excited. We're going to be playing some fighting fantasy. We're going to be playing some Endless Quest books. There's even, I got one odd one here called Choose Your Path. That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? I don't know anything about this series at all. This is, we'll discover it together. I don't know this series. We're going to be doing these live. Now, not only am I going to be doing these live, but I'm also planning several months from now, I have a little bit more of a buffer. What I'm going to be doing is Pixie Playhouses based on the fighting fantasy, the Endless Quest, and these. Because I think that's going to be freaking awesome. I say freaking awesome a lot. because I'm trying not to get in trouble by YouTube. Freaking is not the word I would choose to use if I was not talking on YouTube. Yeah, so that's, when you look at the full schedule for a month, especially if a month has 5 Thursdays, because on the 5th Thursday, there's always going to be Big Johnny G's 5 favorite. We're looking at two for Monday with the Monday monologue and the live viewer comments at the end of the month. We're looking at Tabletop Takeout on Tuesday. We're looking at Watching the Pixies box and live story time on Wednesday. We're looking at Tales from the Table, and on the 5th Friday, 5 favorites. We're looking at Friday's Giacomo Gaming Radar and Friday Night Filler. Saturday's a slideshow. Sunday is our Two Gun Pixie weekly schedule, another Gaming Radar, and a Pixie playthrough. Now, on top of this, I do, in a few months, we'll be adding more Pixie Playhouses into the mix. Which will probably be on Saturday. They're going to drop. I'm thinking they're going to drop on Saturdays with the, later after the slideshow at some point. Wow. So we're looking at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We're looking at 14 episodes a week from Two Gun Pixie. And we're a for fun channel. We're literally doing this for fun. I'm not rich. I'm not, I got so much time. I got so much money. No, I'm doing this for fun. I do this on my camera. So I can edit anytime, anywhere. I don't have to be home in my editing room. I can be on the toilet. I can be on the train. I can be in a cab. I could be bored out of my skull at some movie. I can do my editing anywhere. And I do my editing everywhere. And most of these episodes don't run more than 10 minutes. This is an oddity going into the 20s. 22? That means it's time to end it. All right, so that is the big, long-winded update for this month. So thank you for checking me out. Thank you for checking out this channel. And we got tons of playlists, my friends. Please go peruse our playlists. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming and I.